Alan makes a bowl for dog food from a solid wooden cone. The sketches show how the bowl is made. The cone has a radius of 9 centimeters, so that's the bigger cone they're talking of. So this cone has a radius of 9 centimeter. And if I were to draw the perpendicular, that would be the height of the cone. So that would be 30 centimeters long. And then they're saying the smaller cone with a radius of 6 centimeter. So smaller cone is this one, actually. That's been cut off, has been removed. So this cone has been removed, and leaving the frustum in grey. So the grey shaded part is the frustum, and and then a hemisphere is removed here. That's what I said. Then we have to work out the volume of the remaining wood that forms the bowl. So along with removing the, so first they have removed the top of the cone, and then from the part that's remaining, the frustum, they've cut out a hemisphere. So this is like, this has been cut out. If this was the part that's been cut out, and this is the part that's been shown here. So this part has been cut out, and we are left with this part. So that's this part. So this is a bowl, actually, and we have to find the volume of this this part, the gray shaded part. We need to find the volume of this. So the what we're going to do is we have to find the volume of the larger cone. We have to find the volume of the frustum, basically. What we need is, we need to find the volume of the frustum, and then the volume of the hemisphere. And then if I subtract the volume of the hemisphere from the volume of the frustum, I should get the volume of this bowl that I'm drawing these question marks on. So this gray part, the question mark part, so we can then find the volume of the bowl. So that's the way to do it. So now the question is, how do we find the volume? Because we can find the volume of the larger cone, obviously, because we've been given that it has a height of 30 centimeter and the radius is 9 centimeter, and so therefore it's the volume, the formula given, volume of the cone 1/3 pi r square h. So it's very easy. But then what do we do with the frustum? Because we don't really know the height of the frustum. We need to know the height. So once we know the height, it can be done. So what we do is, I erased the perpendicular, but I'm going to redraw the perpendicular. It's not particularly a straight line, but because I'm hand drawing it, but it doesn't matter. So the idea is that this line perpendicular to the base of the frustum and to the base of the smaller cone, so they are both perpendicular. So I'm going to name this figure, and it's easier to work out. So ABC is the part of the cone. It looks like a triangle, but it's a part of the cone. If you think of it like a cross section, part of a cone that's been chopped off, and BC and D and E. So BCDE would be the frustum. The volume of the frustum is what we have to find out. And A, and if I name these points X and Y, you see AXC is a right angle triangle, and AYE is also a right angle triangle. So and AXC is similar to triangle AYE. So I can write triangle AXC is similar to triangle AYE. They are similar because the angle X is 90 degree, angle AXC, and angle AYE is 90 degrees, and of course these are perpendiculars to each other, so that would make this angle the same, and of course this angle is shared by both the triangles. So angle A, or angle XAC, equals angle YAE. So obviously these two are similar triangles. So now, if we say that xy is h, then ax would be 30 minus h. So we say, suppose xy is h, then ax equals 30 minus h. They're all centimeters, obviously. So then, because they're similar, so we can write 30 minus h. So 30 minus h divided by 30, or ax divided by ay, equals, the sides would be proportional, so xc divided by ye. So xc is 6 centimeters and ye is 9 centimeters. So if I write one more line, therefore we can write so we can write, oh, it's not the right thing to say, is it? So we can just say, therefore ax divided by ay equals xc divided by ye. And that's exactly what we've done here. Ax is 30 minus h, and ay is 30, and xc is 6, and xy is 9. So we can write, this would be simplified. So 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9. So we can write, therefore 3 times 30 is 90 minus 3h is 60, or 3h equals 30, so h equals 10. So we found that h equals 10 centimeters. So we found that this is 10. So h is 10, and write it here so we can erase it. So h is 10 centimeters. So once we got that sorted, then we can find the volume of the frustum quite easily. So so the volume, let's find the volume of the complete cone, the bigger cone. So volume of the larger cone would equal 1/3 pi times r square h. R is 9, so 9 times 9 times the height, that's 30, so that is 10, so that is 810 pi. We leave pi as it is for now. We don't need to put in the value and multiply. We leave it as that. And then volume of the smaller cone that's been removed. So because the smaller cone has been removed, so volume of the smaller cone would be 1/3 pi times 6 times 6 times 30 minus h. So that would be the height of this would be 30 minus h, and that equals 30 minus 10, and that is 20. So I will write here 20, and that would be 1/3. So not 1/3, we can say 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 6 is 12, times 2, 240 pi. So the area, or not area, sorry, the volume of the frustum would be 810 pi minus 240 pi. So volume of the frustum would be 810 pi minus 240 pi, and that would give me 0, 7 and 4, 11. This would be 7 minus 2 is 570 pi centimeter cube. So that's the volume of the frustum. Now the volume of the bowl we have to find. So we next need to find the volume of the hemisphere. So volume of the hemisphere would be 2/3 pi times r squared, 6 times r cube, 2/3 pi r cube, times 6. So that would give me 3 times 2 is 6. So that would be 36 times 4 pi, and that is 144 pi. So the volume of the hemisphere is 144 pi centimeter cube. So therefore, if I put in a different color, therefore required volume, or therefore volume of the bowl, we have to find the remaining wood of the bowl. So volume of the bowl formed from the remaining wood would be the frustum volume, and then this take the volume of the hemisphere away from the frustum. So 570 pi minus 144 pi, and that would be 426 pi. So that would be, yeah, that's right. So 426 pi centimeter cube. I think I'll leave my answer as 426 pi. And that's, I think, is the correct answer.